We have a CBS 46 crime alert as well. Dozens of headstones have been knocked over and destroyed. Families understandably upset, and we're told this is not the first time that this has happened.
But CBS 46's Melissa Stern found out there's a deep-seated reason for this continuous damage. She joins us now from the cemetery. And Melissa, that damage is pretty bad behind you.
Yeah, and you can see for yourself, I have never seen so much damage in a sacred place. You can see many are knocked over and some even sliced right in half.
Look at it. Take a look. Look around you. Every tombstone is kicked down.
The Red Oak Cemetery off Roosevelt Highway in the city of South Fulton has been vandalized once again.
But I think it's disrespectful. I think whoever doing it is wicked.
Walking around, you can see headstone after headstone knocked down.
I started doing the research on the cemetery, found out this was a lot of slave owners. That's why these people are coming through here knocking it over.
South Fulton Councilwoman Helen Willis and those who live nearby tell me this is an ongoing problem here. She adds that many prominent people are buried here.
The graveyard goes back to the 1800s. And so the demographics for this area has changed over time.
One man who has lived behind the cemetery for 14 years says you can see KKK and the Southern Cross of Honor symbol on many of the headstones. He says that's why he thinks the vandalism continues.
They come through here and they tear this place up. Look.
And adds that he thinks it's extremely disrespectful.
That has nothing to do with us right now. They did that back in the day. That's the way they was living. We don't live like that now. If they dead, they don't repent for their sins. It's over with.
Councilwoman Willis says because of the changing demographics, it is very possible people in this graveyard are associated with segregation and racism.
So I would not be surprised if we did find an association with segregation, bigotry, and racism. However, that is a part of our history. As uncomfortable as it is a part of our history. Several of our streets are named after the family members who are buried in this graveyard.
She says this is the oldest district in the city of South Fulton, and despite the history, destroying the property is inexcusable.
Never know us in life. Why tear up their graves?
Everyone deserves to rest in peace. At the end of the day, people bury their loved ones here, and their loved ones should be able to rest in peace.
Willis says they are working to get a fence put up and some additional security so this doesn't happen again. And once it's secure, then they can begin restoring the headstones. Reporting live in South Fulton, I'm Melissa Stern, CBS 46 News.
Melissa, thank you.